A Maori Wardens program is being rejuvenated after a period of relative obscurity. It's being driven by Otakou Runanga, and Michelle Taiaroa-McDonald is here to tell us more about it. Good evening, Michelle.
Sure.
So tell us, what do Maori Wardens do?
They do a range of different activities. We'd have different organisations that would contact us, perhaps need us to assist them with crowd control. Examples maybe, treaty festivals, Polyfest for instance. And then they also support the police in terms of whatever they task us to do, attending different hotspots, perhaps supporting them on the streets at night.
And tell us a bit about the history of the Wardens.
The histories in Dunedin have been around since the end of World War II, mainly put in place and established to patrol wharves and hotels and keep the girls safe in those days, and they've been active since then really in the city, varying levels of numbers.
So why have numbers tapered off a bit?
I guess it's about, we're all time poor nowadays. I know my generation of family didn't think they were ever going to pass away, so succession planning wasn't one of their strong points. But I guess the main reason would be time poor.
So what's prompted this particular push to increase the number of Maori Wardens here?
Well, unfortunately there's a greater need, an ever-increasing need in the city. Our youth, our rakatahi are getting themselves in more and more bother on the street, particularly after dark. That would be my main driver. I've come from a criminal justice background and not impressed and really concerned about the statistics for youth in the city. Mainly fueled through alcohol, too much access to easy drugs, things like that, so they make some really dumb mistakes. And if we can have an intervention there where the police are limited in their options, then that's what we're really driving for.
So how many are likely to be involved in patrols?
Well, currently we've got 8 trained wardens that will be receiving their warrants any day now, so I'd have a minimum of 4 in the van at any one time.
And what authority do those wardens actually have?
Well, they have the statutory powers under the Maori Community Development Act of 1962, which is a very archaic piece of legislation and has been under review for some time. So, they have that legislates them, allows them to be able to patrol and intervene in any situations.
So tell us, how are wardens actually trained?
There's an immense amount of training, and it comes from a variety of different organisations that may do that, from police to child advocacy experts to fire service, medical experts, etc. So it's a very varied and fantastic training package, I have to say, particularly for any young person that's looking at coming over to be a warden. It makes them stand out in the pack, that's for sure.
And so how are police actually involved in the program?
They're heavily involved with us. They originally came to us as Runanga and said, look, we're struggling with this, how can you assist? And this is one of the interventions that we came up with. So they support us in a number of ways. They provide us with the van that we use, radios, radio training, police driver training, police modular training. But over and above the actual operational areas, they support me in terms of the governance and the guidance that we need to manage such a thing.
And what's the ultimate aim of a program like this?
The ultimate aim will be to positively impact on the statistics currently in our city, particularly for our Māori youth. That would be my aim, to be able to assist police and give them something else to turn to in terms of an alternative resolution that they're striving for.
Michelle, thanks very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much for having us.